ITheir TV Syracuse, the local station. You're watching the morning news.
Crash Dash.
Yeah, I had fun with that one. All right, very good morning to you. It is 5 o'clock. Welcome in on this spooky Halloween. And something is brewing, let me tell you.
I know.
I was thinking last night, so yesterday was kind of a blah day.
Yeah.
But then last night, the sun was shining at the end of the day. The wind was calm. I'm like, why can't tonight be Halloween?
I was thinking that too. Yeah, just get it out of the way.
I know.
But Kate says, no
Not
luck.
the case.
No luck.
I know. And I think what makes this year so painful was just remembering last year and how warm and just amazing it was. And it's like, oh yeah, this is how Halloween in upstate New York really is like. It's like this. We get our Halloweens are more like this than anything. I mean, there's not a whole lot happening right now, but you can really see that counterclockwise circulation kind of right on top of Syracuse. We got more rain coming in. Now, our rain is a little lighter this morning. It does pick up again later on this afternoon and this evening. And the wind is what's really picking up. We got wind advisories for today. We got gusts over 30 miles per hour at times. So watch out for those inflatable decorations tonight. You know, do what you can to still have fun and safe this evening. How does the first weekend of November look? Well, some of you might maybe have to do a little shoveling tomorrow morning. We'll talk more about that in a few minutes.
Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
Ooh, spooky. Look at that guy coming out of the house. Woo, we're in Oneida this morning. What a setup with all the skeletons. They're having loads of fun. Look how tall Jack Skeleton is there. Wow, my 4-year-old would love that. Ooh, spooky. Well, here's the thing about those decorations. They got to be nice and secure as you are out and about for today. So we got some windy wind coming at us for today. Here's your trick-or-treat forecast for this evening. It is not like last year at all. It is going to be chilly. We're in the 40s, which is what we're typically used to. Now, the thing for tonight is that there's going to be some rain, and it's really going to be windy this evening, too. So you just want to navigate the best you can with the wind and the rain around here. Umbrellas probably not the best bet. I just think there's just going to be too much to handle if you got kids to handle at the same time. So just make sure that everyone is dressing nice and warm, nice and dry as well, but also trying to show off the costumes a little bit. You know, just think of how memorable it'll be this year. All right, so here's the deal. You can see our radar. There's not a lot going on. We have just some lighter showers, but look at the circulation going on. I bet you can take a stab at where the area of low pressure is. And if you guess right on top of Syracuse, well, you guessed correctly. At least one of them. The other one is over in New England. So all this is coming into play, moving eastbound today. And that's going to keep bringing in cooler air, but also allowing that wind to really pick up. We have wind advisories for pretty much everyone starting later this morning through tomorrow morning. And speaking of those decorations, our gusts, 30, 40 plus miles per hour. So especially if you have inflated ones, just really make sure they are secure and not going to be flying around and creating a hazard for it later on this evening. So let's show you that time cast. Again, there's really not much rain happening this morning through noontime. A lot of districts half day, so at noon dismissal, we're not looking too bad. It's starting to get windy at this point. But our rain starts to pick back up again, though, later this evening. Unfortunately, the timing, not great when we want to be out and about trick-or-treating. And then I also got to talk about the snow. Yep. Higher elevations, Tug Hill, Adirondack, St. Lawrence County, Lewis County. We got some wet snow mixing in with all this. Maybe even some of you in the hills south of Syracuse, a little bit of some grapple mixing in. Not ruling that out. Things are a little bit quieter tomorrow morning. It's still windy tomorrow, but we're cloudy and we still have that lake effect going on. So you'll be in and out of these lighter showers throughout the day, and then things will gradually dry out, and even seeing a little bit of sunshine for your Sunday. But if you are in those higher elevation spots, you could pick up a couple of inches of snow. You may even have to get the shovels out by tomorrow morning for a few of you. And don't forget, we set the clocks back this weekend as well. Got a couple of clippers moving by next week. The first one is Monday night into Tuesday, and the next one is next Thursday.
Okay, right now it is 5:16.
Now, your forecast first. Certified as Central New York's most accurate.
All right, well, if you are spending Halloween up at the Dome tonight to see SU take on North Carolina. Well, it is going to be a windy walk up to the dome. It's chilly, and you're going to get slapped with some rain as well. So be prepared for that. The weekend, we're a little chilly, still windy tomorrow. A little bit better on Sunday. Should be a touch warmer, drier, even seeing some sunshine. Not bad on Monday. Most of our rain is happening Monday night into Tuesday. Tuesday, a lot of dry time for Election Day. Dry Wednesday with some showers returning Thursday.
Yeah, so
I can barely
hoods.
handle my 2 toddlers with 2 free hands. I don't know with only 1. Like, forget it.
Watch mommy sail away.
And hopped up on sugar and all. No.
All right, so we're going with hoods then. Hooded jackets.
Yeah, the
Keep that on.
rain shells,
Hooded
the rain
parkas.
shells, anything you can do, yeah.
Hooded ski jackets.
Doesn't that sound lovely?
Happy
It's
Halloween!
fine. Listen, think of the Halloweens that we've had as kids.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
This is what Halloween in Central New York is really actually like.
Yeah, you earn your candy.
We've had more years like this than not. Last year
I
was just a
know.
complete fluke.
Like if you're growing up in Miami, you don't earn the candy.
Yeah.
Here,
True.
you earn it.
Well, oh, for sure.
And the mom tax?
We are
we earn the mom
working
tax
for
for
all
sure.
the Twix and the Kit Kats and all that tonight, let me tell you. So things are pretty quiet right now. It's not bad. We're actually, we got that low kind of moving right on top of us. But when that starts to creep eastbound today, that's going to bring in that wind-driven rain. And that wind is really, really going to be whipping. So, yeah, just plan accordingly. However, it suits your family best for this evening. But, yeah, expect it to be wet. Expect it to be very windy. Temperatures in the 40s.
From the White House.
Now, Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
And a very good happy Halloween. I love the Halloween graphics. One of my favorites. For trick-or-treating this evening, it's going to be wet. It's going to be windy. It's going to be chilly. Sunset tonight at 5:57. So make sure that you are ready to go for this evening. Probably not the umbrellas. I think that'll just be too much to kind of handle for you. But we don't have a lot of rain happening right now. Got a little bit of some light rain, but you can really see the counterclockwise circulation going on here around the low. It's kind of parked right on top of us. Now things are gradually moving east, which means our wind has now shifted from the west. And that's important because we have that cooler air blowing over the lake, and that's going to keep some lake effect rain showers alive for us, and even a little bit of snow for some of you. That wind is really going to be screaming today. We got a wind advisory for gusts up to 30, even 40 miles per hour. So all your holiday decorations, the Halloween decorations out front, really take the time this morning to make sure everything is nice and secure for your trick-or-treaters this evening, because we're looking at gusts, yeah, very, very, very windy, and more so higher up in elevation. You go, we even have a gale warning along Lake Ontario where you could have wave heights over 10 feet later on this evening, possibly up to 15 feet or more. So we got quite the spooky Halloween for us this evening, but just think of how memorable it will be. So not much rain happening this morning. And actually a lot of like kids parades and stuff like that, you know, as long as they're fine with the wind, there probably won't be a lot of rain happening. So just keep that in mind. 12 o'clock dismissal for anyone with the half day. We're in the mid-40s, but the second half of our day is featuring a little bit more rain, kind of filling in here again. And then we're also changing over to snow for the higher elevations, Loudville, Old Forge, Messina, Ogdensburg. And as you're going up in elevation in Jefferson County, you have that wet snow mixing in there, and we're dealing with rain for the rest of the trick-or-treat time on top of the gusty winds. Now, the winds start to settle a little bit for tomorrow. It's still a breezy day, and because we still have that air blowing over the lake, we're keeping the rain showers alive during the day tomorrow, and it gradually dries out. By Sunday, things look a little bit better. We're drier. We start off colder in the morning, then we'll see more sunshine in the afternoon, and that should help get those highs into the low 50s for you. So yeah, we are expecting some accumulating snow too in the highest of the elevations of a few inches. And then things will settle down for Sunday. Don't forget, we set the clocks back an hour this weekend, all right, and the smoke detectors, change out those batteries. Got a couple clippers moving by next week, Monday night into Tuesday for Election Day. Just a few showers. Wednesday's pretty good, and a few showers again Thursday.
In East Syracuse, the local station. You're watching the Morning News.
Down a Dr. Seuss line.
Yeah, not the most graceful there.
No. We'll get to that story in just a little bit. But having you on the lookout this morning. Welcome in. Thank you so much for joining us. Just about 6:01 here on a Friday. It is Halloween, obviously,
Yeah.
October 31st.
Thank you for joining us. Sadly, the weather is looking pretty frightful for all our little trick-or-treaters
Yep,
today.
you won't need a broomstick to fly today, Kate.
No, it's not going to take much to take flight, especially if you got an umbrella with you. Forget it. We'll see you over in the next county. Here's what it looks like right now on the radar. Not a whole lot of rain happening. It's pretty light, pretty sporadic over Syracuse right now. Our rain fills back in, though, later on this afternoon and this evening. We have mid-40s right now, but we're actually going to turn cooler, and our wind has already begun to pick up. 24-mile-per-hour gusts in Syracuse, 30 up in Fulton. So for trick-or-treating, that wind is really going to be howling. 30, 40-plus mile-per-hour gusts, more so in the higher elevations near the lakeshore. It's chilly, but just make sure you're dressing in all the right layers. You know, still a little spooky with the costumes, and just enjoy it the best as you can. What about this weekend? We'll have more on that in a few minutes.
We are once again waking up.
Now, Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
Whoa, it's a dragon. Whoa, happy Halloween. Anthony, be careful. Oh, that's spooky. Look at this. We are in Oneida this morning. Look at this setup. Oh, look at those 2-foot skeletons. No, 2-story skeletons. Wow. Man, we've been loving seeing all the decorations this week. A lot of you have been telling us, like, hey, you got to go to this house, got to go to this house. This is in Oneida. Oh, is that Beetlejuice I just saw there? Oh, yeah. Don't say his name 3 times. Well, happy Halloween, everybody. Man, I wish I had a better forecast for you because it is a scary one out there. We have some rain. We got some wind starting to pick up. Our wind is now shifted to the west, and that's going to bring in that cold air for us this evening. So for trick-or-treating, no treat really for us, not like last year. So we got our temperatures in the 40s. It's very windy, and it is going to be rainy. You're like, wow, that doesn't sound great. You know what? Our weather is more like this than not on Halloween. So as long as you're just prepared the right way, you go out and do what you and your kids can tolerate. You can still have plenty of fun. We have a little bit of rain around, not much, but it's very light. You can see how things are starting to push in from the west now. We have our area of low pressure that's slowly sliding eastbound, and that's what's drawing in the cooler air, and the wind is really going to pick up. We got wind advisories for pretty much the whole area with the exception of the North Country for today. Want to secure those decorations, okay? That lawn there, he's going to have to go and make sure everything is not going to take off this evening with wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour. That is very, very windy. That's why I've been suggesting an umbrella, probably not the best of ideas, because when you have wind gusts this high, you need 2 hands. And if you got little kids to wrangle at the same time, like, just don't even bother, okay? Give yourself a little bit of grace here. So we have a few showers this afternoon. A lot of districts have a half day. So for anything after school for mid-afternoon, there's a little bit of rain, not a lot, but a little bit around, and then it starts to fill in more 6, 7, 8 o'clock tonight. And even some snow on top of it all, I know. So we're dealing with some of the snow for the higher elevations. It's windy and it's rainy. If you live south, though, if you're in Ithaca, down towards like Watkins Glen, Cortland, you guys actually may luck out with really not much rain happening, but you still have the wind. We got those wind-driven lake effect rain showers for tomorrow, and then we'll slowly dry it out on Sunday. And with Sunday, we'll see a little bit more sun, too, and our temperatures in the 50s. All right, that snowfall forecast. Yeah, where do you see the blue? That's the best chance of 2-4 inches, possibly even more than that in some of the highest peaks. And we also set the clocks back an hour this weekend, so don't forget about that. Sunday's not bad. A little bit of rain Monday night into Tuesday. Wednesday's quiet. Thursday, windy with some showers again. Are you guys done? I can't stall anymore.
You know, we're good.
It's not as good as last time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. Oh, there we go.
Listen, let's just say a storefront's not going to hire us to decorate their window display. That's all I got to say. All right. We are asking a very spooky question today.
Forecast first. Certified as Central New York's most accurate.
And welcome back. Well, I just had to show you this amazing photo of this family, the Harvey family from Watertown, getting all into the weather spirit. We got the wind, the sun, the tornado, and the beautiful rainbow. I joined in on the fun with my own raindrops going on because we're going to be getting a lot of this later today. Yeah, it will be windswept around too. That's my best impression of our forecast for today. Yeah, it is going to be windy and it's going to be rainy for trick-or-treat time. So, I'm not wearing this because otherwise it'll fly away on me. So make sure you are dressing warm and comfortable as you are out and about with your kiddos and just having fun this evening despite our not so great weather. But you know what? We've had worse. Yes, we've had better, but that's what makes Central New York so great. We know how to earn our candy.
We sure
Friends
do.
in Florida don't understand that.
They have no idea how to get a Twix bar full size. You've earned it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, steal it from the break store. That's how you do it.
I was wondering how long it was going to take for you guys to notice. I was standing over there the entire commercial break, and these two are like, I'm just staring at them. Not like
it kind of looks like a chef's hat.
It kind of does. All right, quickly, we got to go to break. Here's the question. Umbrella tonight and let her rip. You said you'll go over the next county.
you can dress up like Mary Poppins and have the best costume on the block.
That is so true.
Very realistic.
Yeah. But honestly, today is a day where you want to think about the layers tonight under the costumes, and then I know it's going to ruin the costumes, but you want to wear that shell to keep the wind and the rain off you.
I'm already anticipating the battles I'm going to have with my kids later.
Yeah.
Especially my toddlers, because they're just not going to get it. And I'm like, that's what we do for our kids. So, yeah, as you're out and about this evening, there's not a lot of rain happening right now. The wind is starting to pick up. Our temperatures, we're in the mid to upper 40s at the moment, but it is going to turn cooler as the day goes on. Our wind is starting to pick up, gusts already up to 30 miles per hour in some spots. Wind advisories going into effect this afternoon, and we are expecting that wind-driven rain during trick-or-treat time this evening.
From the
Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
And a very good Friday and happy Halloween. Our temperatures this evening for trick-or-treating in the 40s. Got some howling winds going on, eerily wet. So make sure you are dressed, ready to go to deal with some wind and some rain and cool temperatures this evening. We're dealing still with a little bit of rain. It's not raining a lot right now, and any rain that is falling is fairly light at the moment. We have our system that's slowly moving its way eastbound, and that is putting us on the cooler, windy side of things. We have wind advisories for almost everyone here in Central New York for today through tomorrow morning, with gusts exceeding 30, 40 plus miles per hour. So take the time this morning to make sure that your Halloween decorations and all are nice and secure and ready to go, especially if there are those inflatables, because we are looking at some very, very high wind gusts for this afternoon and this evening. Let's take you through in the timecast hour by hour. I'll show you the whole weekend here. So we're waking up this morning, light rain showers, but the wind is starting to pick up. We already have some pretty high gusts reporting at the moment. Noontime, still things are fairly okay with the rain. A lot of districts half day today. So noon dismissal not looking too bad, but then here we go. 3, 4, 5, 6 o'clock this evening. Not the best, certainly not like last year. We have 40s, it's very windy, and it's raining. And if you're in the higher elevations, it's snowing. Yep, so you're probably going to have to adjust some plans a little bit, but certainly making sure that you are dressed all the right ways. I've been suggesting probably not an umbrella. It sounds good in theory, but thinking when you have gusts this high, you need 2 hands, okay? And if you have young kids, and if they're anything like my toddlers, you need both of your hands. You don't want to be fighting that umbrella. And so rain jackets, ponchos, whatever you got to do to keep yourself dry and also warm this evening. Tomorrow is still cool, though. We're in the 40s. Still got that gusty wind. And you still have those off and on lake effect rain showers. We know how lake effect behaves around here. It always lasts longer than we want it to. Things will dry out a bit, though, by Sunday. We'll notice a little bit more sun, too. Chilly in the morning. But during the day, highs are in the 40s. Remember, we set the clocks back an hour this weekend. We gain an hour's sleep, but then our sunset jumps to that 4 o'clock hour. Oh, and then we have the snow. Highest of the elevations, we are dealing with some accumulating snow in the Tug Hill and up in the Adirondacks. So Sunday's much quieter. A lot of Monday is dry. We got 50s for Sunday and Monday. Got a couple of clippers zipping on by. We got Monday night into Tuesday, and then one more on Thursday. Oh, no!
Oh, roll off the desk. He worked so
I
hard
was
on
trying
that.
to make a little castle here, and it fell off. Well,
You're not really saying castle.
there they are.
There they are.
Oh my
overboard.
gosh.
Man
Don't worry.
overboard.
Well, I'll eat them during the commercial break. They won't go to waste. Let's answer our question of the day. Here we go. We are asking on this Halloween for tonight, unfortunately.
Reflected on the old dome when you would go through the pressure doors and have the wind go poof. That's what it's going to feel like for later today. The wind has already begun to pick it up. So here's what it looks like on the radar. Just some lighter showers at the moment, but things are going to fill in just a little bit more as the day goes on. So for trick-or-treating itself, it is windy, it's chilly, and it's going to be rainy. All right, so just be prepared. I bet the mall's going to be busy this afternoon. A lot of people seeking that indoor alternative with gusts over 30 and 40 miles per hour. So secure those holiday decorations outside as well. You don't want anything taken off on you. Those inflatable pumpkins don't need to go bouncing down the street chasing the trick-or-treaters. And also, don't forget, we set the clocks back an hour this weekend. But we gain an hour of sleep. Look at that. Unless you have toddlers, then forget it.
Yeah, and you're recovering for 2 weeks.
Yeah, got that
if
right.
not 3. That's you, would be you.
Yeah, wish me and Kate good luck.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, here we go.
And I have thoughts and prayers and wishing you luck tonight as you're out there trying to get the candy.
2 hands on that umbrella.
And on the kids.
Yeah.
Don't let them blow away.
Happy Halloween.